This is what it's like growing up in Kanagawa. My tremorless demographics might not know this, but us Ring of Fire agents experience this thing called earthquakes pretty frequently. In the Kanto region, maybe about 3.0 magnitude once every few months, and that's it. So the thing about earthquakes is that it always happens in the most inconvenient of times. One time when I was like 7, I was just climbing a tree in the middle of a forest, just minding my own business, when all of a sudden like a 3.5 started shaking. I was maybe about 10,000 meters above the ground at that time, so for the whole 10 seconds, all I thought about was how much I fucking missed the ground. And if God lets me live, I'll start praying every day for the rest of my life. I never followed through on that, but only because I never decided on which God to choose. Another story I got was one time I was just with a friend playing Minecraft on the PS3 when a medium small earthquake occurred, a tremor just enough to scare the shit out of me. I immediately went to hide under a table, but my friend just fucking sat there and kept playing. I was like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Get under the table. But he was like, wait, I'm not done yet. Let me finish the house. What do you mean, bro? Get under the fucking table. You're gonna die. Alright, last story. Back in elementary school, we had this protocol whenever an earthquake appeared, right? When you feel one happening, you hide under your desk, grab the hard hat under your seat, and wait for it to stop. Then the teacher would check the radio and then back to class. Every earthquake in the area was less than a 3.0, so we never had to actually evacuate the building. But one time there was what felt like a 4.0 and shit was getting real. And then there was this new kid in the class who I think never experienced an earthquake before. He mumbled, "Man, I don't want to die." And the class laughed and assured him that this was fucking nothing. Time skip a year later, somewhere in North America, and there was this smallest earthquake that lasted for about 5 seconds and that's it. The next day, the entire school was talking about it. There was a city hall meeting and an assembly about that shitty itty bitty earthquake. And that moment really made me think, wow, the West Coast is not ready for the big one, let me tell you that. Anyway, short video. Share your earthquake experiences down in the comment section, Filipino. Like, comment, and subscribe.